Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the episode for the month of July 13th. Happy Friday the 13th.
Say happy Friday the 13th, my favorite holiday.
I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Luna.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, or afternoon, or morning, whatever time you're listening to us.
And once again, it is a Dos Compadres episode. Gray, unfortunately, is feeling under the weather, and he wouldn't be able to join us this week. And it's going to be interesting because our first podcast that all three of us are going to be on is going to be the radio podcast. It looks like.
Yeah.
Because next week, I'm just doing some house cleaning. Next week, we're going to be doing a live Twitch stream episode, recording of our episode. So please look forward to that. We'll have me and Gray and our affiliate Koryu Hunter helping us out with the Twitch part, anyway. So look forward to that. But yeah, I just came back. I am dead tired from jet lag. That is my worst enemy from the Japans. But how have you been, Luna?
Well, it's been a really, really busy week, and let's just say I'm glad this week is over. It has been an awful week, thanks to work. I love my coworkers, but just a lot of things going on. So,
I see.
although today was a lot of fun, I will say that today was like the best work day of the week because we had a lot of fun today. But it's been a very crazy week, and I guess in a way it's been good because I did get my CD Japan package in, and I'm really excited. I already started listening to one of the albums, and hopefully I will get all my unboxing videos I've recorded up on YouTube. I have to find my camera cord first. Then I
Same.
promise you guys will see some unboxings.
Same. I had some videos lined up for when I did the CDs. All the lovely CDs I bought about 18 of them. So
That's exciting, though. I mean, you actually got to go there, and in Tower Records, you get to listen to samples of the music, and I miss that.
yes, yes,
One of the
it's
things I
very
really
good.
miss.
I loved it. Plus, also they were advertising for Red Velvet, which we'll talk to in about a minute or so. But Red Velvet was I believe their new album came out around the time I went, so they were doing full force promotion for it. Everything was just red, and I wanted to eat cake after.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, what have you been listening to then lately, Luna?
I have been listening to a lot of different stuff. When I'm on a treadmill, I actually like to just go on YouTube, see what's recommended, and start watching music videos.
That's the
So a
best
lot of
type.
them, it is, and I like something I can exercise to, so I always try to find something upbeat. But I discovered some new artists on YouTube this week thanks to this recommended videos. Like, oh, who is this? So one of them is a singer named Kira, and I really like her song "Bye Bye Boy," and she's kind of like R&B reggae. I love that song. I was listening to that on repeat,
It's
and
a
I'm going to be purchasing all her albums now.
it's an
She
interesting
doesn't have very
style.
many. It is. And I watched all her videos after that. I literally sat there watching all her videos. And then I also discovered a group called Fakey, Faky, and they're like a dance group. And their song, it was Sugar Sweet. It was so good, and I watched all their videos after. They have great vocals. Some of them are actually from America, I found out, because I did research on it later. But I really, really like their music, and now I want to buy their mini album that they released last year. So I was listening to that, and I also was watching a lot of Inflow videos because I love Inflow. Yes, I was watching Love Comes and Love Goes. I was watching Tripod Baby. I was watching Come Again, How You Like Me Now, um, Loop in My Heart. I was watching a lot of live performances of them too because they're always fun to watch live. And so that was like my YouTube on a treadmill, my half an hour a day. And then in the car, I've been listening to Kokia's Tokyo Mermaid album, which Kyo actually gave me. And it's a really good album. I hope to do a review on it, but I was listening to that in the car this week, and it relaxed me for the calm before the storm. That's what I always say before I go to work. So I was listening to that. I also was listening to, I got Daichi's new album yesterday, Kyutai. I started listening to that this morning, and I was listening to it earlier today as well. So I'm still about halfway through the album or so. It's a long album. It has 17 tracks on it.
Oh, jeez.
So I've been listening to that one. Yeah, it's a pretty beefy album, about an hour and 12 minutes, I want to say. So I haven't got as far as I wanted to in the album, but it's very different style wise than his usual stuff. But it's something I'm really enjoying.
That's good.
Um,
I
so
haven't been able to get around to that, so which is really
so
good.
it's I'm trying to think if I was listening to anything else at all. I've just been a lot of hodgepodge stuff on YouTube, pretty much. A lot of Korean stuff as well. I'm not going to mention that though. So, but what have you been listening to, Ken?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff because yeah, going to Japan was really good for me music wise because I because of our talk last week, I actually got the Shota Shimizu album.
Oh, I
It's
love him.
called
How is it?
it's called White. It's really good actually. I really like the song Friday and Good Life. I actually have the single for Good Life, and I was like, oh man, I forgot actually. Like until we had our talk last week, I was like, man, I forgot all about him. I need to buy this. And so when I
hmm
found the album, I was like, oh, I gotta get this. And of course, he looks really good on that. The Quiet Room, I got their mini album too, and Kurenji's new album or mini album. And then a couple things for Indie Corner. Look out for that because I bought like 10 CDs from indie artists, so that I think sounded interesting. And when I went to Jump Music Fiesta, which is the main reason why I went there, they had a bunch of artists that I just did not know. I did not know who Spy Air was, so I started listening to a lot of Spy Air stuff. So it's
I do like them. I've heard them before. They're pretty good.
yeah, I was really happy about that. And there was a group called Grand Radio. Also, they sounded really good. I was excited about that too. But and Thinking Dogs was really good, and it's really funny because you could see them out and about too. Cause like a lot of the younger artists, like I saw Thinking Dogs out walking around after their performance. I guess they wanted to go get some things to give to fans and stuff, but it was very interesting. I just saw the lead singer and I believe it was the guitarist just walking around.
That's
And
awesome.
one of the guys from Radio Fish, they're actually like a comedian duo, and I think it's called Oriental Express or something like that. They're a comedian duo, and I actually saw the main guy. His name is Tanaka, I believe, and he was taking photos with everyone, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I was actually pretty excited about that. But I mean, not much. Um, Besides that, I did get King and Princess Cinderella Girls single also because I was like, man, you know, I really did like their style. I should actually buy the physical copy of it because I have it digitally.
hmm
And I did find Shishamo 5's special box, and I got the T-shirt too. Expect a video of that. So it's a nice red T-shirt, and it's a L size, so I can fit it. Unfortunately, if Gray becomes a fan of them, I don't think it'll fit him anyway. But I also have Kuririn's new single, but Kuririn's single is very unique in the fact that it's a cassette tape.
I saw that. That looked really cool.
Yeah, so the cassette tape part was interesting enough. And I was like, man, I really do like Kuriri, but man, I have to go and find a cassette tape now. A cassette player. I need to find a Walkman.
I have one. I actually have one. You
Yeah,
can borrow
so
mine.
I'll need to borrow that to actually listen to the song. Otherwise, I have to hop in my rinky-dink old car, and that's the only way I can listen to it. And I gotta pray to the cassette gods that it doesn't eat my
Doesn't eat
cassette.
it. I
Yeah.
was gonna say that's the like worst thing ever.
But yeah, I mean, oh, and hopefully you guys did like the format that we did last week, where we were just talking about our favorite male artists. It was really good, and we actually liked it a lot. So expect a
It
lot
was
more.
fun. I would love to do something like that again because I feel like there's so many possibilities, and I think we rediscovered artists that we initially kind of forgot about that we haven't listened to in a while. You know, it's not like we didn't like them, but it just kind of rekindled our interest in it. Because after that podcast, I got out a lot of my CDs and started listening to like Asian Kung Fu Generation again.
Oh yeah.
So, and I mean, I love them anyway, but I haven't listened to them in a while. I'm like, oh my god, I miss them. So, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was
and
fun.
I can't wait to have a 3 hour long discussion with Gray about idols.
Yes, or M-Flow. M-Flow.
Or
We need an M-Flow discussion because Grace started listening to M-Flow Universe, and I might have to get some of those songs now too because I don't
I,
have them all.
I was very surprised at that turn of events when Gray was talking to us about that, and I was like, really? It's interesting, to say the
Yeah, so
least.
that would be a great episode, for future possibly.
Yeah.
But I would love that because I love M-Flow. I'm always up for a talk on that. I spent like 20 minutes watching M-Flow interviews today. So,
But yeah, I mean, with that, um, I'm just gonna go on for a little bit more about Japan. My Japan trip was actually really good. I had a lot of fun. Um, drank way too much, but it was fun. They had a lot of musical guests. I went during Tanabata, which is July 7th, and they reorganized Tanabata into Music Day, so they had a bunch of music acts. Like, there was no kidding how many musical acts was on there, and they had a lot of good songs. They had AKB, they had SKE, they had Kizaki Kaya, they had Nogizaka, they had Arashi, they had like every single Johnny's person that was available and living out on that floor. They had Kanjani 8, they had King and
wow.
Prince. They did a era so to speak, or a Heisei era song where if you were up during that, if you had a song from that year release that was pretty famous, bunch of different artists from Johnny's was singing that. So, like they had one guy from Kanjani 8, a guy from Arashi, the guy from King and Prince, a guy for Katun, all singing like Happiness from Arashi, which is really interesting. I really like that type of collaboration that they have within their Johnny's company, which is very interesting. And you guys would love Tower Records. Tower Records is so good. 7 floors
Mm-hmm.
of musical goodness and a cafe. So the cafe was very interesting. Just listen to chill music, and they have specifically an indie section. So I was going my indie like senses were like going crazy because they just have a full wall just of indie artists might that they think that you guys should listen to, and it was interesting, and I expect a lot of those artists to show up on the indie corner within the next 3 to 4 months or so.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I got one I'm working on right now because I just bought her new digital single. Sorry, I was just excited, but I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of the indie artists that you got to hear over there. There's a couple that sounded really interesting, so I'm looking forward to those posts as well. And
Yeah.
listening to more of their music too, because I heard a little bit of the ones you mentioned, and I'm really excited. So I would look forward to you guys. There's some good stuff coming.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I had fun. The whole reason why I went pretty much was for the Jump Music Fiesta, and that was good. That was a good 5 hours of just Jump anime music. They had bands covering, doing all sorts of anime theme songs, and if they only had one song, they did covers of the songs from that specific series. So, for example, Little Glee Monsters, was it the ending for My Hero Academia that they did? I'm really not too sure. This is why we need Gray, because I don't watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any of the modern stuff, but I know all the older stuff. Like, believe Spy Air did a Gintama song, so all
Mm-hmm.
they did covers for Gintama songs. Thinking Dogs did a cover for Haikyuu, which is the volleyball anime. I
No, it's basketball.
Basketball? No,
It's
that's
basketball.
okay. But
Haikyuu, right? It's
yeah,
basketball, right? It's men
I
playing
think
basketball. Free is volleyball or free swimming.
free swimming. They have the no, it's
Free
the
swimming.
Kokoro plays basketball or basketo no Kokoro or something like that. That
I
shows you
thought
how much I know
I thought
Jump.
Haikyuu was basketball, but I could be wrong. Because it's. Okay, I'm
It's
gonna go look. Hold on.
I think
Is
it's
it?
volleyball.
Because
Yeah,
I I watch a lot of anime, but I'm also at the same time behind in the newer stuff. I like the older stuff. Hey, you're right, it's volleyball. I'm wrong. They looked like they're wearing basketball uniforms in all the covers I've seen. It's volleyball though. Oh geez, I'm out of the loop.
yeah. Like one of them, they I believe it was Stray Dogs was doing the or Thinking Dogs. They did the Rurouni Kenshin opening, the guitar one, the
Oh my
yeah,
god, I love that one. That's Heart of Sword by TM Revolution is the original song.
yeah. They did a cover of that, and I was like,
I
oh,
love
actually,
that.
a song I actually finally know.
Oh, that's such a great song. Oh, I bet that was a great performance.
But it's so funny. So it was a pretty packed venue. I want to say like pretty much enough to fill the Yokohama Arena, which is ain't
Wow.
a small venue. And a third of them were there for Kizaki Kaya. A third of them were there for Flow, and the rest were there for all the other bands. Because a lot of
Wow.
people left when Kizaki Kaya was finished. Yeah, it was pretty funny because then it just led up to Flow. Flow sung a lot of Naruto songs though, because they're mostly known for Naruto.
They did Naruto, Eureka 7, and Code Geass were their major ones they've done.
The major ones they done,
So
but specifically they went with only Jump, so they weren't doing the Code Geass and stuff like that. So specifically, I believe
was oh yeah, I
uh,
guess that makes
it
sense.
was Go, the Sign, which was the other Kenshin song that they did,
Hmm.
and I think Remember was the other
Oh,
one.
remember was Naruto as well. That was Shippuden, I think.
Yeah, so they did
Don't
those
kill me,
songs.
fans, if it wasn't because I haven't watched all of Naruto. I gave up.
But yeah, I mean,
That's exciting though.
it was very
Uh,
exciting to get to see them live, and I got a
what
lot of
about
shirts.
what about Leo? I can't say her last name.
880 or
Aed Leo. What about her? Did you get to see her live?
yeah, I got to see it. Well, I just sat in a chair pretty much for 5 hours. I was hostage.
What do you know what she sang? Out of curiosity.
She sung a Gintama song. Like I'm really trying to remember. Mostly because I don't watch normal or regular anime. But so
No,
I'm like,
it's okay. I really like her voice. I have a couple of her albums, and I love her voice. That's why I was just curious.
yeah. So
I haven't watched Gintama actually. It's one I've been wanting to watch. I just have a lot.
so
But sounds like you saw a really good set list.
Yeah, I mean, and Kizaki Kai, everyone went freaking nuts for them. Let's see here. She sung Zuto Futari De, which is an older one. And I want to say, um, someone sung the Buruto song. No, that was Kanaboom. That was the day before, so I just missed them. But but yeah, she was pretty impressive, to say the least. So I was.
She
Oh,
has good vocals.
she did Sabrina, which is Toriko's ending song.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I actually
that's
really
why
I
she.
read the manga to that. I haven't watched the show, but I read the manga, and I like that show a lot. I like the
Yeah,
manga from what
she
I read.
did Sabrina. There we go. That's what I was like thinking to myself. I knew she sung a jump song because otherwise she wouldn't have been there. Besides Kizaki Kaya, who just runs the gambit between all musical events. But yeah, she did Sabrina. That's that. There we go. Now I remember. But yeah, with that, let's go into some news. A lot of news that we have to cover because we had 2 weeks worth of news, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, AKB48's Senbatsu winner is going to be on hiatus due to medical reasons. So that is Jurina Matsui, which is really sad because when we go into the charts, we'll talk more about her later. But she
Mm-hmm.
is SKE released a statement saying that she will be suspending all of her activities, not only with SKE but all the other 48 groups. So I wonder how that's going to affect the music video for whatever song they're gonna do for the Senbatsu. So
That's what I'm curious of that as well.
yeah, we don't currently we don't know how long the hiatus is going to be. She stopped using her social media stuff. A lot of the tabloids are going crazy right now, because
Mm-hmm. I bet.
they're trying to pick apart rumors and trying to see, oh, she's going radio silent. Oh, that means something medically bad might have happened. So, but we at Ongaku, our heart goes out to her, and hopefully she has a very swift recovery, whatever the medical problem might have been. But yeah, a little Debbie Downer to start the news, but let's go on to some brighter news. Utada Hikaru actually broke a lot of records with her new album. Her seventh original album, Hatsukoi, has once again topped the Oricon charts with an amazing 204,000 copies, which this will mark her ninth album, which includes the two best albums, to reach such an achievement, totaling 7,762,000 copies across all of her albums. This is physical release, not digital. But
It's huge. Like that's a big deal.
yeah, with Hatsukoi being her seventh consecutive original album, being on first on the charts, for the female solo artist, she beats Boa, who was at six,
Wow. Wow.
and she is two albums away from the all-time best, which is Ayumi Hamasaki, who currently sits at 9 straight original albums.
That I'm not surprised, to be honest. I mean, but Utada could catch up. You never know because I could see IU retiring in a couple of years, unfortunately, due to medical issues.
But then, whenever she does an original album, that will probably set her straight back up to number one. Because this is consecutive.
Yeah.
Boa beefed it with her last album, not even charting,
Hmm.
which is very
It
surprising.
did chart. It charted really low, though. It did chart. It just made like I want to say, didn't it? It made like really low, like 8 or 9. I think it didn't make very far, which disappointed me because it was a really, really good album. I felt like there was no promotion toward that album at all. especially because a lot of those singles were released, a couple years, years prior to it. But I mean, it's good for Utada though,
Yeah.
because she did set a new record, so that's a really good thing.
Yeah, so currently she is the second female artist to have such a high number of consecutive number one selling original albums. So, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny because we just did the artist spotlight on her, and then all this news breaks out, which is really good. I
Right?
mean,
Yeah.
so we're very happy about that. And
Oh yeah.
if you guys haven't listened to our artist spotlight on Utada, please do. That was a lovely, close to 2 hour show, I believe.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty long, pretty beefy, but at the same time, it's Utada, and there was a lot to discuss. Is she's had such a long, very well rounded career that kind of not hard to talk about her for that long.
But yeah, moving on to some other news of another artist spotlight artist that we did. So Scandal announced 4 tour dates for a US tour now. You can get those tickets at Ticketmaster on their website, and they're going to New York, California, and Texas.
Yep, Texas,
Yeah, so
Texas.
they'll be
I'm
going to
so
both San Fran and Anaheim in California. So hopefully you
yep.
guys are able to go. I went to the Regency Ballroom, so, and that is a amazing place. I went for Vamps, if I remember correctly, I believe. Yeah, so Hyde's
Go
sub band.
go and see them if you can. I wish that they were coming to Chicago. I wish because that's a big city too. I could have went,
Yeah,
but anyone who's close to any of those venues, I recommend seeing them live because they put on a great show, and I
that they
really
do.
wish I could go.
That they do. But yeah, the dates are September 5th to the 16th. It's going to be within a couple of days of each other, so please be aware of that. The 5th is going to be at New York in the PlayStation Theater. The 7th is going to be the Regency Ballroom in San Francisco. The 9th will be the House of Blues in Anaheim. And the 16th will be the Bomb Factory in Dallas, Texas. So, but yeah, we're happy that they actually are able to go to a U.S. tour because we were afraid of them not being able to go because they done a long tour for this. If it's connected to Honey, because not only did they do the nationwide Honey tour, they did a Asian tour, and now they're gonna do a U.S. tour, all within a
And
couple
they're also
months.
and they're gonna be doing a Europe tour, a European tour as well, from what I've heard.
Oh wow! So
From
the
what I
world,
heard, because they go to Europe every year, every couple years. So from what I heard, they're also going to be going to Europe.
nice, nice.
So
That's
everyone who lives in Europe, it might be something you want to look into because if you could see them live,
definitely.
definitely go see them.
But yeah, I mean, it's some major news there. I am going to talk a little bit of Bang Dream, just a little tiny thing, just to get my news in. Uh, Glitter Green announced their first single. They're a sub band within Bang Dream, and within Bushiroad's wheelhouse. This is all the voice actresses that sing for Glitter Green was involved in their Milky Home series. So they're pretty much Milky Home's pretty much died for this series for the band to continue on. So it's interesting. It's called "Don't Be Afraid." It's the song from the anime. So if you guys watch the anime, it's in there. It'll be released on November 21st. They also announced the sixth official live, which will be in December 8th, and Poppin' Party, which is the main band for Bang Dream. They had a very successful. They're going to have a very successful week for their 10th single because it's making the dailies fairly regularly. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna make fifth or sixth next week. So look forward to that. Let me talking about Bang Dream for a bit. The 11th album is going or single is going to be released on October 3rd. So you can look at all the pretty photos that I have for it on our site. But yeah, with that, is there any other news that you wanted to talk about, Luna?
Daichi has a new single coming out in August.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't think did we, I don't think we covered that officially, but he just released his new album Kyutai, which came out the 11th, and he has a new single coming out August 12th, if I'm correct, which is exciting because it's so fast.
22nd.
22nd. Okay, 22nd.
You had the two right.
I did. I had the two right. And actually, if I'm correct, Chihiro Onitsuka is releasing her new single on the same day.
Oh boy.
And I mean, Chihiro Onitsuka, I feel like isn't. I think Daichi will definitely be topping for it. Chihiro, all her stuff is sold out previously, especially if it's a limited edition. I will say that. I'm actually a really big fan of her, and I'm debating on which edition to get because a lot of them have sold out. There's 3 editions for hers, but Daichi probably will only have 2 editions, probably CD plus DVD and CD edition. I'm really, really excited to see that. Yeah, Chihiro Onitsuka's single Hinagiku, which means Daisy, comes out on the 22nd of August as well. So Daichi has a little bit of competition because that comes in 3 editions: a premium with a Blu-ray, a CD plus DVD, and a CD. And Daichi's single that comes out, there actually is not a. Actually, I don't know if it's up for pre-order yet.
Yeah, the last time I checked,
I don't think it's up for pre-order yet, actually. Especially with his new album coming out, they don't want to put it up for pre-order too soon. So yeah, it's not up for
it's Be Myself.
Be Myself. Yeah, it's not up for pre-order yet from what I've seen, but I can see a lot of places like CD Japan listing it pretty soon. Especially with in light of his new album that just came out, and I'm pretty sure that album is sold. Oh, nope, it is up for pre-order. It looks like it just got put up. There is no cover. There will be a CD and DVD edition of it.
Nice, nice, nice.
So, and it does come with a bonus. So if you guys order early, there's a first press edition with the Daichi one, and they don't have very many left. It just says bonus details to be announced. So I'm really curious what it'll be. Possibly a poster or a clear file. That's kind of my guess. So look forward to that, and there will be 3 songs on it. So 2 of the BC sides have not been announced yet.
Yeah, and speaking of Deitch, I mean, there is a lot of the Deitch all over the place in the Narita airport because he is the NHK World Advisor, yeah?
Yes, yep.
So, they play his commercial every so often, him dancing around in front of a lovely white and red background. It's really nice. And they have a big promotional picture of him as you leave the international airport or going when you're doing departures. They have a big picture of him saying "Take the world" or something to that effect. So it's good to see him. I was happy to see a lot of the stuff by him. But yeah, is there any other news that we want to talk about?
There's one other thing. So I don't know if I should announce this. I'm guessing I should. So Shonen Knife is coming to the United States, and they're doing a U.S. tour. We've not officially put that up on our website yet, but they're actually coming to a lot of cities in the U.S. They're doing a pretty good tour, and it starts off in late August and goes until October, if I'm correct. I've listened to some of their music before, and I really like them. I've never seen them live, but I actually know a couple people where I live who've seen them live who aren't really into Japanese music, who said they're fantastic and they love them and have told me go see them. I will be out of town when they come to my town. I will actually be in a different state, and I'm really upset So I might be driving 3 hours away to another town to see them like 3 days before. Because I really want to see them and their a group I've heard, I liked and I've heard good things about. So it's someone I think it would be great to see. But their tickets should be available on Ticketmaster, and we will post some of the information for that very soon.
Yes.
So it's very exciting to see another Japanese group tour the U.S. because I feel like not enough of them get to come here and get to do full tours. So it's exciting.
And then, did we want to talk about the other event in August?
Should we? Because it's still, for me, it's up in the air with work and
We won't talk
um,
about
other
what
things.
our plans for it, but we should at least promote it.
Yes, I agree. I agree. It's a good thing to go to. So, did you want to start or did you want me to?
You can start.
So, in LA, specifically Anaheim, California, there's going to be a big J-pop event, and it's called East Meets West. And they're going to have several idol groups there. Actually, one is I have trouble saying this name because it reminds me of the Necronomicon from Evil Dead, but it's yeah, I'm weird. I love horror movies. So Necronama Idol. Can I say that right?
Yeah, I
I hope I
believe you
did.
did.
So they actually are like a speed metal type of thing, and I've heard some of their music. They're really interesting. I definitely recommend checking to see them out. And also Oyasumi Hologram will be there as well. And there is another group, and hold on, because I'm trying to recall the name of it. Just because the first two were extremely unique, so they really, really like caught my eye very easily.
There was that. There was Yanako Sotomute,
Yes, Yanako Sotomute.
who's also
Yes,
co-headlining with the Necro Mid Idol group. That's gonna be very
Necronama.
interesting.
It will. And I've looked up a couple of the artists, and I already knew who Oyasumi Hologram was, and I like them. And some of the other ones I wasn't familiar with, but it looks like a really fun event. And it's a 2-day event, so they have the concert going from all of Saturday and all of Sunday, which is a good, long time. If you live anywhere in California or even in the states close to it, I definitely recommend getting tickets and checking this out because this looks like an awesome time, and it looks like the idols look great. And I would recommend checking out some of the artists on YouTube as well. That's what I did. Is the ones I wasn't familiar with, I looked them up, and it got me really, really interested and really upset I don't live closer to the West Coast. Where I'm at, I'm kind of stuck. I'm really stuck. So, no matter where I want to go, plane tickets are really expensive. Let's just put it that way.
I just came back from another trip, so I don't know. I really want to go to. We're very interested in the group. And if we do something with for this event, we'll let you guys know. But
Yes, I want to go, but I just put a lot of money down on a wedding venue.
yeah, I think that's a little bit
So,
more more important.
yeah, and that's why I'm kind of like, I want to go, and I can take off work possibly, but it's California. California is a good distance for me and costly. But I'm really interested because this looks like something that I would love to see. It looks like a great show. The groups look like they have so much energy and so much fun with the crowd, which is why I'm really interested. I love seeing groups that really interact and put out so much energy and get you to have fun. And that's what these groups really look like to me watching videos of them. And I really, really want to go. And I wished if it was so much closer to where I was. But I'm hoping if something happens, we'll definitely let you know. And I'm excited to see how this event will be.
we're very excited to see this, but I know of Yanakoto Sotomute, and I've heard of one of the other other bands, which was the Oyasumi Holograms. I heard of them
Yep.
before too. So
And I actually like them. I've heard of them before, and I was listening to them, but they got some. I think it'll be a great show, and it looks just like so much fun. I spent a little while watching some of the stuff and checking out some of their music, so
but yeah, if
I
you guys
really,
are interested in going to that, it'll be August 18th and the 19th, Saturday and Sunday. So, but it seems like a good old time. Hopefully, if we are able to go, we'll let you guys know.
I'm really hoping.
But yeah, with that, let's go on to the Oricon. Feels like a while since I've actually said that.
I know it does. It feels like it's been too long.
And of course, number one is gonna be idols. So, but we're
We'll
bookending it with idols. It's pretty funny.
yes.
So we're gonna go down to number 10. It is Love Live Sunshine Aquars Club CD set 2018. Hopefully, if you guys ever went to um, Anime Expo this last week, you got to see Aquars and Yellow Buster. Oh my god! But yeah, hopefully you got to see them live because they put on a good show. Supposedly, I went on the Twitters and everyone was loving it. So, but yeah, this is their Club Live CD set 2018 Gold Edition. I think it's a updated version of their Hop Awkward's Hop Step Jump project, which is the theme song for them, their ending theme song, I believe, for Sunshine. But I think it's like a repackaged version of it anyway.
Edition with some extra stuff on it, and I was listening to some of the songs off of it. I really, really like Love Live, and I really like the Accords. So I think they put a lot of energy and fun into their songs.
Yeah. But yeah, that this is their second week being on there, so I don't even know what position they were on last week. I think they were number 4 last week, so that's pretty good. They got to be on it for
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks. But yeah, this week it sold 7,492 copies. I have to preference that because number 9 is sold a fairly close.
Very close.
And that is Miserable Masquerade by Furukawa Makoto. And by God, this song is really good.
It's really good. I as soon as the first, I guess you could say the intro, the first, couple seconds of it, I love the music to it, and I love his voice. And if I'm correct, this is his debut single as well, from what I noticed. And it's a fantastic song to debut with. It has a great jazz vibe to it, and I love it. I really look forward to hearing more.
Yeah, it is his debut single. So, and he used to be a seiyuu. Yeah, he used to be a
It
seiyuu, I believe.
it kind of reminded me of that, and his voice did, but it was really good, and I really want to hear more by him, and I want to see what he does. 'Cause I really loved this song.
Yeah, the jazz part it really stood out compared to everything that was out this week. A
I
lot of
agree. This definitely stood out the most, and I think that's why I really liked it so much.
so, but yeah, Miserable Masquerade sold a wonderful 7,635 copies. And going on up to number 8, it is Blue by News. They took a bit of a hit from last week because they were number 1 last week, which is understandable. Anything by Johnny's will always be number 1.
Hmm.
And it was used for the World Cup theme song. So, and when it aired in Japan, so it's a lot of very angry soccer fans going around right now because I think England lost. So
Probably. I don't remember, but I really like the song, actually. I was listening to it earlier this week. Or I
yeah,
was checking it out earlier this week.
I was checking it out too, and it sounded nice. It's very news like. It's still very Johnny's.
Yeah, it's very news. It's very Johnny's. That's what it reminded me of, but I still really enjoyed it, so.
And if you like Johnny's type of style of music, of course, News is always going to be good. They're one of the older groups on there too. So, but yeah, it took a little bit of a hit this week at number 8 with 8,600 or 8,066 copies. And number 7 also was on the Oricon last week, and it's a double A side. It is Sign and Your Love by Jejong. I believe that's how you say that.
I think so.
But Sign was really good. I liked it.
I really liked Sign. I really, really liked it a lot.
And it beat out News this past week because it was number
It
2
did.
last week. So a little bit of a quote unquote revenge there, which is really nice. But Sign was really nice. I did like the flame effects. If you watch the preview on the YouTubes, they had a lovely fire effect going around throughout the music video. But
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this time it sold 8,147 copies. And going up to number 6 once again, it is NMB 48 with Yokubo Mono, which is really surprising because I did not really think much of this single when it first appeared. But this is I
I
want to
forgot about it.
yeah, that tells you what. um, this is the 14th time it's still continued on to the Oricon, so it's been a long while now. It's been out since April, mid-April, and yeah. I mean, nothing we can really say much. I mean, it's always just a review of whenever it comes back on, but it sold a fairly good amount, 10,706 copies for a song that I don't really care for personally.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going on up, it's number 5, and I really do not know how to pronounce their names. The Korean throws me off. Is it
Um,
Kisop
I think
and
it's Kisop and Hoon.
Hoon? They're from the group You Kiss,
Yes, you kiss.
and they did a double A side called Train and Milk Tea. Personally, I like Train more than Milk Tea.
I did. I did too. I like Train a lot more than I did Milk Tea.
Yeah, I did like that ballad of Train. That's why it was so good. But I mean, yeah, it was really good. I like Train. Uh,
Same.
how'd you feel about Milk Tea? It was
It was. I didn't really care for Milk Tea that much. I think Train really overpowered Milk Tea.
yeah.
That's how I felt. It definitely overpowered it.
Yeah, and like unfortunately, if it wasn't a double A side, I think Milk Tea would have been just forgotten, if anything. But yeah, it sold fairly well, 12,409 copies. Not too bad.
That's. I was gonna say that's actually pretty good. I like You Kiss a lot actually, so
I was
I'm really glad to see them back on here.
I was gonna say I'm not too familiar with You Kiss. What type of K-pop band are they? Are they the
I
dancing
would
kind or the
say
ballad
R
kind?
and B, hip hop. They do a variety of dance and ballads. They with their members, I feel like because they can switch it up pretty easily. They have some members who are really good, like these two with ballads, and they also have their rapper. Um, so I feel like they do a good variety. I really like a song they did with Jamoza that came out years back, and that's where I first heard them, and I loved it so much. And the vocals were so good, and then it made me want to actually check out their other stuff. So I like their dance, but I also love their ballads because they have really good vocals. So
I see, I see. But yeah, I mean, 12,000 is nothing to sneeze at, but we're gonna get a little bit crazier with the numbers as we progress here. And now we're gonna go up to number 4. It is "Don't Miss It" by Bis the first, but they're the
Mhm.
Kinkuseis, I believe. They're the research students. Why don't I just combine 3 and 4 because they're technically the same song, just
Yep.
done by the different groups. It is "Don't Miss It" by Bish the Second, which is number 3. Personally, I like the first one better.
I like the second one a little better, but at the same time, it was hard to decide because I heard the second one first,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize they were two different groups until I looked at it and I realized they were second and first. So I listened to the second one a couple times and I really liked it, and then I'm like, wait, there's a first. Why? I thought they were just different versions of the single. I mean, I
Tone
did like the first one. I
tonally,
guess because I
it was very different, first and
it
second.
was
So
it was very different, which surprised me. That's why I saw the name. I didn't realize. I just saw Abyss, so I'm like, oh, it's the same one. I didn't see the first and second all the way. And I'm like, oh, Cracker Barrel. Um, so I like the second one, but I also listened to it more than the first. I feel like I should probably give the first one a little bit more
of a fair shake.
another listen. I didn't like how the first started out for some reason, but I like the middle part of it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh,
The
when they're
second one,
in the China shop or whatever.
yes, I
Yeah.
liked. Yeah, I liked. You know how the middle of that song was more of the first. I didn't like the vocals how the first started out.
Yeah.
Well, the second one, I like how the vocals were. The music was what threw me off, and it didn't fit with the vocals. So I have my like picky things with each. I think I like the second because I like the vocals better, and I wish if I could switch it around. But I will say some of the members reminded me of a whole bunch of Kitari Nanas. I don't know if you know who Nana Kitari is. They reminded me of her for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it was the vocals with a little bit of the face,
Yeah, I was gonna say
but
maybe.
and that's what it reminded me of. So I'm like, oh, why does she look like Nana Kitare? Wait, why does she kind of look? Huh, huh. Okay, I'm just gonna stop thinking of this right now. But it was a very interesting how they did this. So
Hey man, get more of that money, I guess. But it Bish the first, don't miss it, sold 16,838, while Bish is the second, don't miss it, sold 17,442. So I mean, I guess people agree with you, um, Luna, that Bish the second was a more superior song or a more
a
superior
little
group.
bit, not by much. They're
Not
they're
by much.
really close. They're really close, actually.
Yeah. So, but yeah, going on up to number 2, it is Hayokuriyo Calendar, once again by HKT48. They're becoming like SKE with their last
Coming back,
single.
yeah. I really liked the song actually when it came out.
Yeah, coming back to it almost every 3 weeks or so now,
Mhm.
which is really good. I mean, can't knock it for that. It was a really good song,
Mhm.
so.
It was.
But
So
yeah, we can't say much about it. But if you did wanted to listen to our first suggestions to it, kind of listen to the May 10th episode. I believe that's when it came out. So
around there.
yeah, to listen to our first initial reactions to it. But yeah, this week it sold a wonderful 32,475 copies. And now we go up to number 1, who just
Which
blew everyone
yep.
away.
Yep, I was gonna say it crushed it, it annihilated it. I mean, it just looking at the numbers, I am flabbergasted.
Hey man, when you're the center of both SKE and AKB, you have that power. But yeah,
Yep.
it is SKE 48 with Ikinari Punchline. We've talked about this with our second collaboration episode with Kyo. So the music video was really good.
Mhm.
A lot of red.
I really like this. I was listening to it again today actually while I was on the treadmill, and it's a fun song. It's catchy. I love the yeah, it's very red. But I actually really liked the dancing and the outfits, the colors. The song was very catchy.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I I undoubtedly bought a couple of these singles, mostly one for Gray because I know he really likes Jurina, and one for me, so I added to the cause, so to speak. But
It was
yeah,
a really good single.
it was really
I
good.
still like Mushiki no Ito better, but I like this one a lot.
Yeah, the Mushiki no Iro is more a better song in my opinion, but the rhythm for Ikinai Punchline is you always think
It's
of it.
really good. Yep. Yep.
Something like that.
I think that's why it kind of caught my eye is not just the video, but the music as well. You know, when you have that rhythm in there, it really gets stuck in your head.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. But I mean, it's unfortunate because Jurina can't go out and do any of the promotional for it.
I know. It's really disappointing to hear that, and it's really sad news, and I hope she gets better. I mean, she's really young, so I'm hoping it's nothing too serious and everything will be okay.
Yeah, there's a couple reports like I feel bad because one of the voice actresses in Bang Dream is retiring from her role as the character because she's going deaf, and it's kind of hard because she has to perform. She's in one of the bands that actually performs
Hmm.
live, and it's kind of hard to play an instrument if you're
Yeah.
going partially deaf.
And I don't know if anyone knows this, but Ayumi Hamazaki is struggling with that right now, and she announced it years ago that she was going deaf in one of her ears, and then I think it was this year she announced she's completely deaf in one of her ears. She's completely, and her other one is going. So, you know, I feel like for artists who love to sing, it's a really, really difficult issue, and it's really sad to see that. So I'm hoping it isn't the case with Drina, you know, being so young. And even though I don't consider old either, you know, but being doing something you love like that is absolutely horrible. And I can imagine for her just being, you know, after she got named in the Senbatsu, you know, this has to be really hard for her mentally too. So I hope she pulls through and she has all her support from her fans too.
Yeah,
So
Gray was very vocal about that to me
yes,
on on the our line app. So he was very passionate about that.
yes, I really hope she gets better and she pulls through. She's support from everyone. So here's to hoping for that. So and IU, I know IU can't get better, but I still love her and I want her to continue on as long as she can. So
But yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of a shorter episode than usual, mostly because we just don't have our third. It's
we
kind
don't
of
have
hard.
our third opinion, our third person, our you know, our
You,
third buddy.
you know, it's funny because I really wanted to talk to him about this, about the Jurina news, and he ended up being sick. So,
I know, and I know he wanted to talk about it too. I feel like there's a lot of things he probably wanted to talk about, like Bradio's new album, which I have not got a chance to listen to. Besides the new song "Boom Boom Heaven," which I love that song. I've been listening to it every single time I'm on YouTube. I'm always listening to it every time on my treadmill. So I was hoping to hear his opinion on that album though, and hear him talk about it. You know, in Adrena news, in the Jump Fiesta. You know, I feel like there's so much we missed without having him. So
yeah, it's unfortunate. And Bradio's album did come out last week, and it did make the top 10. It did make the top 20, so we're very excited, obviously, for that. So, and Red Velvet also premiered with hashtag #CookieJR, their Japanese version for it. So I was very surprised that that placed very well. And was
mm-hmm.
one of the other things that I'm just kind of skimming through the album set just for a bit was when I was in Japan, the main tower records that I went to was the one in Akihabara in the Yodobashi camera, and right in the front you see a a little stand key for the Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood original soundtrack, and they it sold out the next day, and I was so
Wow.
surprised about that. And obviously, I was thinking, oh man, this is gonna reach Oricon level if it's sold out within a couple days. It sold number 6 this week.
Definitely reached it.
Yeah, but yeah, I just want to go over a couple things. First of all, check our affiliate Koryu Hunter. He is a Twitch streamer who currently lives in Japan, and he streams very newly released games and classic Japanese games. You can check our affiliate there at twitch.tv/KoryuHunter, KYORYUHUNTER. And he is going to finish Resident Evil 4. I watched it a couple days ago. He's just about the final lap of that. He's going to finish it probably today. He did streams with Octopath Traveler, which just came out today, but it came out yesterday in Japan, so he was streaming it for a bit then. And definitely look out for something that I'm planning to do with him in the future. I'll let you guys know once that is all padded out. But yeah, look for it on our Twitter. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it is ongaku to you, and Instagram, all one word, ongaku to you. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is otyken1 at Twitter if you want to see my antics of what I'm listening to, and pretty much anything Bang Dream related is just straight on there. But yeah, make sure you check out our site, ongakutoyou.com. I'm getting back into the swing of things. I haven't been able to post a lot, mostly because I was in Japan. It was hard to do internet stuff then. So, and I did want to talk about this week's Indie Corner. His name is Tendre. He is the bass player from another band actually, and he started a solo project, and he does a lot of R&B type of style music. I think you would really like him, Luna. Hanashi is really good, and Ride was also pretty good too. He mixes a lot of bass line and guitar mixes with his style. Tendre is spelled Tendre, and he used to
I'll
be
have to
the
check him out.
yeah, he used to be the bass player for Ampel, which is Ampel. They also did kind of R&B type of style, if I'm remembering correctly, for Ampel. But yeah, you can check him out on our website. Check out Hanashi. That's his best song, in my opinion, and that's also on the Indie Corner page. So check him out. And is there any other news that you wanted to bring up? Personal news for the site?
I'm not at the moment. Oh, actually, look forward to. I think in the future, I got 2 more reviews coming, Ken.
Yeah, yeah,
And
you do.
that, yeah, I got 2 more reviews coming. They're getting reviewed for my grammar mistakes because I am bad at English. I've always been. But I love writing reviews. So look forward to those 2. I'm actually really excited about those. I also have some future ones that I have planned. But what I might do is put out a poll on Twitter and Facebook just to see what you guys would like to see first of me review of stuff I've bought in the recent couple months. I'd like to get everyone's opinions and see what ones you guys would rather see first. So I'll try to get those up. But other than that, just look forward to some of those.
Yeah, and then you guys can follow us on Facebook. Just look up Ongaku to You. We have a very, very small community, which we're happy about now. Which thanks to you, Luna, for bringing all those people in.
And thank you for the group I joined. Thank you guys for being so welcoming and checking us out. I really appreciate all the support. So I found out there's a very awesome Japanese music community out there, and I'm really glad to have found a lot of people who like it as well. So I'm really excited. The Japanese Music Experience is a really good group, so they've been very supportive, and they have a lot of music news as well. And thank you for everyone for checking us out. I really, really appreciate it. I'm really, really excited. So, and look forward to more stuff from us. So,
Yeah, look forward to a lot of things from us. We're starting to branch out a lot more on the social media side and the website side. So please, please, please give us a like, rate us on iTunes, rate us on Google Play Store. Just get the news out there. We want to make sure that everyone knows about Japanese music and it's how it changes everyone.
mm-hmm.
It's one of the reasons why we started actually doing this podcast. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, because I mean, we all love it, and we all really want to share our love for it and get it out there. So it's really exciting to see, everyone join us and tune in, and we're really grateful for that. And hopefully, you guys get to discover new music from it and new singers that you really like, and just enjoy listening to us talk about it.
But yeah, if you guys do want to reach us at email wise, you can reach us at ongaku2you@gmail.com. All one word. Visit the site. Look at us at twitch.tv/ongaku2you. You can. We'll start slowly but surely doing Twitch stuff on there too, either podcast wise, either through live episodes, or gaming wise. I bought a bunch of rhythm games, so look forward to me love hating Idolmaster games. I'm really not looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Love Live game and the AKB game that I got, but I'm not looking forward to the Idolmaster game. And ironically, that was the most expensive thing I bought gaming wise. But yeah, with that, I want to thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Ongaku to You. I'm your host Ken, saying have a great day. Mahalos.
Thank you, everyone, for listening tonight to today's episode of Ongaku to You. I hope you have a great rest of your day. This is Luna signing off.